Today we're going to do Wordle in 50 lines of Python. Let's go. Okay, we're going to start by importing the two modules we need. We need turtle and we need random. So those two are very useful. The turtle is for displaying everything we need. Now the second thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste a list. Happy to give you that. See the comments for further details. So I'm just going to copy and paste a list in. This is just 50 words. Now I could do a more advanced version where I deal with files, but today I want to keep it nice and simple and keep it to 50 lines. The first thing we do is we select the random choice. So we use the random choice and it picks something from the list. It picks one item from the list. This is literally a y coordinate of 250. And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to be drawing a square. And for this we want an x, a y coordinate, and we want a color. I am using the American spelling today because that fits in with what Turtle does. I also want to put the pen up so that it doesn't draw a line when it moves from place to place. And this is just a simple go to, and we're going to go wherever we're told by the xy coming into the function. And finally, put the pen down and we're going to start the drawing part. And we're going to choose our fill color. This fill color is just going to be using Cull. For today, we're just going to use the named colors, but you can pick literally any color you can think of if you use the hexadecimal codes. So now we're going to begin filling. And we're going to use a square. Naturally that's 4, so that's 0, 1, 2, 3 it's going to do. And first things first, make it move forward. I've already decided the size is going to be 50, and then we are going to go right 90 degrees to make a square. Finally, we end the fill. And just to test it, you're going to see that being done. So nice and simple. Right, now the next thing we need to do is we need to do the input for the guess and dealing with that. And we're going to put a prompt in, so that prompt is what will appear in the window. So my input equals turtle.input. So the text input is a really nice function because that allows you to grab text very easily, and it allows you to make a really simple GUI very, very easily. Perfect if you want to draw graphs and things. So the first thing we want to check is if they press the cancel button, they're going to get nothing in return. And we don't really want that. It's going to cost you a guess, so I just put 5 spaces in its place. Otherwise, we want to check the length. It needs to be 5 letters one way or another. If it's under 5, it actually doesn't matter too much because it'll just do the first 4. But we definitely want to check that. And if it's more than 5, we don't want an error there, so we pick out the first 5 characters, 0 to 5. So that's a little string trick there. Otherwise, we return the lowercase. Right, now once we've done that, the next thing we want to be doing is checking these entries. Now, of course, the computer knows the answer right from the beginning. You can print the answer if you want to know what it is when you're playing along for testing purposes, of course. We start with a count. It's debatable with this for loop coming up whether we want to do a for loop count or we want to do the actual input. Oops, got to be my input, hasn't it? So the if I equals answer, that's great. So that means that that letter is in the right position and in the right place. So then we're going to draw the square and it's going to be the green color because it's exactly the correct place. Now, what I like about this, by doing it this way, is we can say if it's in. So if any character matches, we can draw the yellow. And it's a really good illustration of the difference between double equals and in. And finally, obviously, if it's not anywhere, we're going to draw red. Because we did this kind of loop, we do still have to count because those positions are important as it goes along. And we also need to move the X along so that we can draw the next one. Now we're going to do the actual drawing part. So we're actually going to display the word that was given. And there's a really nice function within Python Turtle called turtle.write. So we're going to write it, and we've adjusted the Y position a little bit so that it writes nicely in the middle. I'm going to use my favorite font, which is Verdana, but you can choose anything that you like, which your computer has. So also notice you could have normal, there are other options, and the size of 15, so that's the font size. Now this is the main program, so this is what actually gets executed. Everything we've done so far being functions, which we're going to call multiple times. But this is the actual main part of the program. So this is the prompt, so this is what's going to appear in the window. And we do put a string there for I and add it 1, because people are not used to the idea of 0 to 5, so we do 1 to 6, and we finally add on a question. I put that all together in the guest prompt, just makes it a little bit easier for you to see it there. And then you can see that guest prompt, and off it goes straight away. Then we call the check guess to make sure that it is the right length. And we pass the Y. That was the Y declared at the top initially, but then we take off 75 each time so that it displays it down 75 each opportunity. If it's a direct match, we put the pen up and we display a well done. And now remember, this is checking the whole word. And so we're displaying that. So again, we're going to print well done. Again, I'm going to choose Verdana. I'm going to make it a bit bigger this time. I think it's just nice to give it a good size and say well done and good job there. At that point, we're going to break. Now, I'm going to use a function that's probably unusual to you if you don't use Python, else. Now, this else is not after the if. This else is after the for loop. So If it completes without being broken, it is now going to print the actual word that was the answer. So if you didn't manage to succeed, this is what it's going to print. And this is going to enable us to write what the answer is if you didn't get the points. Now, I've been very careful because I want to keep this to 50 lines. There's a lot of extra functions we could include. For example, you might want the game to go round again and again, or you might want to include loading a file. There are many extra ways you can do this, but I want to do this in 50 lines, and I think this is the best value I can get in my 50 lines. The final line is turtle.done. That is kind of optional in some ways, but it does work across a lot of browsers and implementations of Python. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed it.